Good afternoon, ladies. My second video that I'm going to try and do, minus the sunglasses and chewing gum effect that I had in my last one. So just a sort of a recap, since I did that video yesterday, I've been thinking a little bit more about Joe Dispenza and what he's talking about. What he's sort of basically talking about is the routine that we each have every morning as soon as we wake up, and how we wake up sort of generally, if we're in a reasonable way, quite relaxed, but then we'll be thinking about things that will come up in our heads to do with things that we have to do, people maybe that we've had problems with, and that then sets up a connection with past problems that rewires, it sets your day in this loop of just going through the motions of past recordings that you have, that you've created in your life. And what he's talking about is how important it is to actually start your day by doing these exercises where you're moving the energy out of your body, from your base sort of base chakras, and pulling the energy through breath work up into your pineal gland, which is in between your eyes, and opening that consciousness, so that you're breathing into that awareness and setting intentions for what you would like your day to be. So I've started doing those exercises that he's talking about. There's quite a few different ones. There's one just on activating the pineal gland. But I found that even the exercise, after I'd done that video yesterday, walking around, I definitely felt like I was out of my lower part of my body, and my consciousness was in my head. So I was really able to appreciate all of the nature that was around me as I was doing the walk, and seeing things through fresh eyes rather than through those filters of emotions that you're holding in your body, if that makes any sense. So, yeah, just finding it all really interesting, what he talks about. The fact that we're only using that 5% of our brain, which is all pre-programmed stuff. But if we activate our consciousness, our higher consciousness, we can then start to use that 95% of the subconscious to create a new, brighter future, a new you. And on a cellular level, that will then help you to heal yourself and release any stored emotions, which is something that I've really struggled with, particularly in the last since the end of 2017, when I got bullied in the workplace, which then triggered a lot of flashbacks from my early childhood, growing up in Papua New Guinea, when my mum would walk me out in front of her when people were breaking into the house. Her reason for doing that was that she said that they would never attack a child. But I hadn't even remembered that until I had this bullying, which ended up getting very scary, because he was making jokes about coming around and killing me and driving up and down my street each day, to the point that I couldn't even go outside to put my rubbish out because I'd see him driving past. And this is what led me on this massive journey, which has been really hard. But now finally, it's made me realize all of those triggers, all those ways that I responded in my life to certain things, being so completely hyper aware of everything around me, easily sort of jolted and thrown by things in the last 3 years. They made sense as to why I was like that. And so now I'm sort of looking forward to creating a more joyful, happier, connected Anne. And I'm hoping that through me doing these videos, because I do get very self-aware, so I think the tool of using the video is really good, that it will help me to be able to share this with others and help them to overcome their own insecurities and frailties, and break through into a new and happier, connected life with each other. Sending you all love. Bye.